they're all very difficult to win, and so I'm very proud of myself for winning every year on tour so far, and hopefully I can keep that going. Being 7th on the FedEx Cup right now I'm in a good position. I'd like to move that position up a little bit here in the next few weeks, so I can, I want to get to that #1 spot to win that Wyndham Rewards Challenge heading into the playoffs. I think that's a big deal. Obviously, there's a lot of money on the line for that, and it's can't thank Wyndham enough for that opportunity, and obviously put myself in a really good position going into the FedEx Cup playoffs.
And Dustin, you just came off the course. You saw 9 holes this morning, but comment a little bit about the Detroit Golf Club.
I like it. It's obviously it's an old Donald Ross course, and it's a golf course that's it's a lot of fun to play. It's not real long, but it's the greens are very challenging. Off the tee it's not too difficult, but where it plays difficult, it's going to be on the greens. It's a lot of slope, a lot of different locations on the green. It's all little quadrants, and you want to be in the right quadrant. And we're going to have a good many wedges, so being able to control the spin, it's going to be difficult to get it close to the hole.
All right, great. Let's open it up to questions. Let's start right here on the 2nd row, 3rd row.
Dustin, I'm curious, with a first-year event like this, what are sort of the things you're looking for? Like, why did you decide to come here and play in Detroit? And I know it's only Wednesday, but what's your experience been like so far just with the event and the surrounding areas?
I came here, it fit in the schedule. Generally, I take 4 weeks off leading into the Open Championship, and so this year I decided to try something a little bit different, just so I can maybe be a little more sharp going into the Open Championship. I'll take the next 2 weeks obviously to prepare. I'll go over a little bit early, but this week was it's a new tournament. I heard good things about the golf course, and so yeah, it fit the schedule, and so I'm excited to play. It's a first event in Detroit, so it's fun to be a part of it, and so far I've had a great experience. We had a good time yesterday in the 3-1-3 challenge, and I think the week got started off really nicely with that yesterday. We had a lot of support out there, a lot of fans, and yeah, it's been good so far.
All right, Will.
Dustin, Brooks has spoken in recent weeks about the challenge of maintaining focus outside the majors as well as in the majors. What's the key for you when it comes to that? You're in a long season at a stretch where you're able historically to maintain that level of focus and play.
Yeah, it's a challenge every week, every day, really. Doesn't matter what tournament it is, to stay focused and to go through your process on every shot, and but every tournament out here, especially, I don't play a ton of tournaments, so they're all important, and that's one of the reasons why I don't play a lot is so that I can focus and know going into the tournament that it's an important tournament and I need to play well.
Okay, 2nd row right here.
Hi Dustin. So I spoke this morning to the CEO of TaylorMade, David Abley's, and he talked about the new twist face technology on the driver. So just wondering about how you think that affects your game going forward, that kind of new technology developments that they're coming out with?
Well, yeah, TaylorMade's done a great job, every year since I've been out here making, I feel like they make the best drivers and fairway woods of any company. And so, all the technology they keep coming out with has been great, and the drivers have been performing very nicely.
Okay, right here.
Dustin, the next guy coming in here is Gary Woodland, and I was just wondering what you remember after you won the U.S. Open and things like that after, and if you had any advice or if you've talked to him since he won.
Yeah, Gary's a good buddy of mine, so I've talked to him. I just saw him this morning, and it's obviously winning the U.S. Open. It's a great accomplishment. It's a very big deal, and Gary's been a good player for a long time, and it was just a matter of time before he was gonna get one.
Okay, let's go to the back, TV.
Yeah, thanks, Dustin. You had one major win. You had a close shave a few weeks ago. Are you now focusing more on the majors now that you're hitting the prime of your career?
Not necessarily. I focus on whatever week that I'm playing. No matter if it's a major or the Rocket Mortgage Classic here in Detroit. I prepare just like it would be a major. I'm coming in. I want to contend. I want to put myself in a position to win, no matter what week it is.
Okay, right here. Bro.
Some of the folks here said they didn't want the setup to be too difficult because they wanted players to come here and gain confidence, going into the major to make this an attractive spot. Can you just talk about that opportunity here potentially where you could really, tune up your game for that?
Well, yeah, every week's a good week to tune up your game. It doesn't matter where you play, what course it is. You got to play well if you want to shoot good scores. And, for me this week, obviously, if I can drive it well and keep it in the fairway so you can control the spin coming into these greens, is going to be kind of the difference.
All right, second row, right here on the aisle.
Hey, Dustin. So I'm not sure when you got into the city, but have you been able to explore the city yet? And if so, what have been your favorite parts about Detroit?
I got in Monday night, but I haven't, a lot of times we go to these great cities, but we don't really have much time to get out and explore just because I'm working. And, I spend a lot of the time at the golf course, and when I'm not here, I'm training at the gym, so I don't get too much time to explore. But, so far what I've seen, it's a great city, and the people have been fantastic and given me a lot of support. So I'm glad to be here.
All right, let's go to Will.
Dustin, was there an adjustment period for you after Oakmont to getting used to the label of a major winner? I mean, you went out, you won your next start, but did it take a little bit of time for that to settle in?
Okay.
Maybe a little bit, didn't really hit me probably till the next day, but it wasn't anything that was out of the ordinary, just because I'd been so close and felt like I should have won a few before that and a few after that. So it's, it wasn't anything, I didn't feel any different. It was something I felt like I deserved it, that I, earned. So I didn't feel any different.
Okay, right here, front row.
Can you take us back to that next tournament after winning the U.S. Open? Did you have to totally forget about winning it and the accomplishment and focus on the next thing?
Honestly, I don't even remember. It was Akron. Okay, and I won there.
Awesome. All run together. Second row right here.
That was a long time ago, and then, yeah, like you said, Akron, it was before the Olympics, and so the schedule was all weird. That's probably why I don't remember.
All right, take a couple more. Second row.
Yeah, so I know you give back a lot to your hometown in South Carolina, so how do you feel about Dan Gilbert, Quicken Loans, kind of doing a lot in the city of Detroit to have similar efforts giving back?
Yeah, the charitable organization and and the PGA Tour and what they do for charities in every local area, and obviously the sponsor, they're obviously a big charitable organization. So I think it's great, for every city, every town that we go to, how much money we raise for charity. It's unbelievable. And, I have my own foundation in South Carolina and a golf school, and so I do as much as I can to give back to the community there and junior golf and the state of South Carolina. So I'm very fortunate to be able to do that.
And Dustin, sort of along those same lines, you just took part in a pretty neat venture out here. We've got some special guests, Matt and Sarah, here on the back row. I want to share the news with everyone here, what you told them.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough today to be able to do a gender reveal. I have 2 children of my own, and they were quite surprised. So it was a lot of fun for me, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
Yep. Congratulations to you both. And Dustin, thank you for your time, and play well this week. Thank you, sir.
You.